Russia claims to have foiled a three-pronged Ukrainian naval drone attack against the key bridge linking Moscow-occupied Crimea to the Russian mainland.
Violent protests broke out Saturday between Eritrean asylum seekers and Israeli police in Tel Aviv, with police shooting 3 people. Protesters in Berlin hold a day rave on a busy nightclub street in the east of the city as a countercharge to government plans to expand a highway in the German capital.
Russia's defence ministry claims to have foiled Ukrainian naval drone attacks on a key bridge over the Kerch Strait. The bridge links Russia to Moscow-annexed Crimea. It said on Saturday morning the bridge was closed temporarily for the 3rd time in a year. The Russian military report claimed 1 naval drone was destroyed late on Friday and 2 others early on Saturday morning. An explosion in October, which Russian authorities said was caused by a truck bomb, left 3 people dead. A further attack on the bridge in July, which killed a couple and seriously wounded their daughter, left a span of the roadway hanging perilously. The Russian Defence Ministry also said 2 Ukrainian drones were intercepted in its Belgorod region bordering Ukraine.
Violent protests broke out Saturday between Eritrean asylum seekers and Israeli police in Tel Aviv during a protest against an organised event by the Eritrean embassy. The Israeli police said at least 3 protesters were shot by police firing after they felt, quote, real dangers to their lives. Around 114 people have been injured in total, 8 are in a serious condition, and at least 30 of the wounded are police officers. Eritreans make up the majority of the more than 30,000 African asylum seekers in Israel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
India successfully launched its first space mission to study the sun on Saturday, less than 2 weeks after a successful uncrewed landing near the south polar region of the moon. The Aditya L1 spacecraft took off on board a satellite launch vehicle from southern India on a quest to study the sun from a point about 1.5 million kilometres from Earth. The satellite is scheduled to take 125 days to reach the L1 point that affords an uninterrupted view of the sun. A protest, Berlin style. Over 5,000 people demonstrated on a Berlin street known for its many nightclubs and threatened with closures by the government's ambition to continue expanding the A100 city highway. The plan is to extend the motorway in the east of Friedrichshain in the direction of Lichtenberg.
We're right within a climate crisis at the moment. We don't need more cars, more highways. Berlin does have pretty good public transportation, right? We don't need any more cars and we don't need more highways going right through the city.
I mean, like, this is part of the German culture, the culture from Berlin, and this is a place like all the people have lots of memory with their friends, with their family. It's a freedom that we have here, and it will be really sad that everything is closing. Yeah.
Opponents say as well as clubs, residential buildings would have to make way for the construction site. Saudi Arabia's 2 most successful clubs, Al Hilal and Al Ittihad, faced off in the Saudi Pro League. Euronews' Samashu was in Jeddah for the game.
Well, it's known to many here as the Saudi Classico, and it did not disappoint. 2 of the country's biggest sides from the 2 biggest cities going head-to-head. It finishes Al Ittihad 3, Al Hilal 4. A quite brilliant performance from the away side, who leapfrog their biggest rivals to top of the Saudi Pro League table. The pre-match build-up was all about Karim Benzema and Neymar, with the latter not featuring tonight due to injury. But it was Aleksandar Mitrovic who stole the show with a brilliant hat-trick, including one of the best volleys you're likely to see all season. The Saudi Pro League has shaken up football with some really high-profile signings, not least Cristiano Ronaldo, who began the revolution at the back end of last year. There will be incredible sums of money offered to many of Europe's top talent. Will they move away? Well, on the evidence of tonight, they're more than happy to play here in Saudi Arabia and put on quite a show. Samashu for Euronews in Jeddah.